Imagine your dream wedding, your perfect love. Everything is falling into place. And then, in one shocking moment, everything you thought you knew about the person you love comes crashing down. This is The Drama, 2026, a dark, twisted, and uncomfortably funny romantic story that will leave you questioning love, trust, and how well we really know the people closest to us. Stay with me, because what happens next changes everything. The Drama is directed by Norwegian filmmaker Kristoffer Borgli, known for his dark comedies like Sick of Myself and Dream Scenario. The movie stars Zendaya as Emma Harwood and Robert Pattinson as Charlie Thompson, a couple whose love seems perfect until a single revelation threatens to unravel it all. What starts as a quirky romantic comedy slowly becomes a tense, morally complicated story about secrets, past actions, and how far love can stretch before it snaps. Emma and Charlie are engaged and counting down the days to their wedding in Boston. They are charming, seemingly in sync, and very much in love. Emma is a literary editor, intelligent and thoughtful, while Charlie, a museum curator, is awkward, sweet, and deeply devoted. They rehearse their first dance, perfect their wedding speeches, and finalize their menu with the help of their closest friends, best man Mike, played by Mahmoudi Athi, and maid of honor Rachel, played by Alana Haim. Everything looks picture perfect, until a simple game over drinks turns their world upside down. During a pre-wedding get-together, the friends play a game, What's the Worst Thing You've Ever Done? At first, it seems harmless, a fun way to laugh and let off steam. Mike and Rachel share their confessions, awkward mistakes from the past. But then it's Emma's turn, and what she admits is so shocking, so unsettling, that it forces everyone to reconsider everything they thought they knew about her and love itself. No one expected what happens next. Emma reveals a secret from her teenage years, one that could destroy her relationship and upend their wedding plans. This is the turning point. Charlie, who loves Emma deeply, suddenly faces a reality he wasn't prepared for, and the question hangs over the room: can love survive the truth? Stick around, because in the next part, the tension escalates, and you won't believe what unfolds. The couple tries to carry on with wedding preparations. They dance, laugh, and share tender moments. On the surface, everything seems normal, but underneath, cracks are forming. Charlie begins to notice the weight of Emma's confession, and he can't help but replay it over and over in his mind. Each glance, each word between them now carries tension. Mike and Rachel play key roles here. Mike tries to calm Charlie, offering reason and perspective. Rachel, however, reacts differently. She's hurt, shocked, and visibly uncomfortable around Emma. You start to see how people's reactions to Emma's secret vary, and how social judgment and personal history shape our empathy. No one expected how divisive this simple revelation would become, but it does. Emma, on the other hand, struggles to convince Charlie and herself that her past does not define her present. She grew from it, became an activist, and tried to make amends. But Charlie's mind is trapped in what-ifs. How do you reconcile the person you love with a part of them that seems dark? Borgli builds suspense masterfully, cutting between quiet, intimate moments and haunting, surreal flashes of violence, past, present, and imagined. Even ordinary wedding tasks, menu tasting, choreography, speech practice, become exercises in restraint and anxiety. Charlie revises his wedding speech obsessively, erasing and rewriting lines to protect both Emma and himself from the looming judgment of family and friends. Every smile now hides suspicion, every toast hides doubt. You can feel the tension in the air, thick enough to slice through. And just when you think they might move past it, the past isn't done with them. Emma's secret begins to ripple outwards. Her revelation becomes a social and moral litmus test for everyone around them. The stress, the whispers, the internal struggles, all of it forces the couple into difficult choices. What will Charlie do? can their love survive this storm? The next part reveals twists that will shock you. Borgli uses haunting flashbacks to Emma's teenage years, giving glimpses of a young girl wrestling with dark thoughts. It's unsettling but also humanizing. Borgli shows that our past shapes us, even when we try to outrun it. But these flashbacks aren't just for exposition, they challenge the audience. Could we forgive someone like Emma? Would we even understand them? Charlie's love for Emma clashes with his fear and doubt. He begins to overanalyze, asking questions that seem innocuous at first but spiral into obsession. He interacts differently with coworkers and family, projecting his inner conflict outward. Pattinson's performance here is chillingly relatable. He captures the duality of a man torn between loyalty and moral revulsion. You start to ask yourself, would you react the same way if you were in his shoes? Mike and Rachel's reactions reach a boiling point. Mike, ever the mediator, struggles to support Charlie while balancing fairness to Emma. Rachel, however, cannot reconcile Emma's past with the woman she thought she knew. Tensions explode during dinner discussions, dance rehearsals, and even casual conversations. Borgli doesn't shy away from awkward silences or uncomfortable eye contact, letting the suspense linger in every frame. As the wedding day approaches, the stress reaches a fever pitch. Charlie and Emma must perform for the world, smiling for photos, rehearsing dances, and answering questions about the menu and seating. But beneath the smiles is a psychological battlefield. Each moment tests their commitment, their trust, and the very essence of their love. And just when you think the tension has peaked, Borgli delivers subtle, surreal imagery, visions of past violence, imagined futures, and distorted realities that keep you questioning what's real. Everything they've built, every shared laugh, every promise, is now on the line. Will the wedding go forward? Can they reconcile the Emma they fell in love with and the Emma revealed in those haunting confessions? Or will the weight of the past be too much? Hold on, because the final part brings closure, surprises, and meaning you won't see coming. The wedding finally arrives, but it's far from traditional. Every gesture, every word feels performative. Borgli emphasizes the title, the drama. The ceremony itself becomes a stage where emotions, judgment, and fear play out in full view. Charlie struggles to maintain composure, while Emma must confront the audience's and her fiancé's perception of her. It's tense, surreal, and at times darkly comedic. Without spoiling the nuance, the film ends on a tender but thought-provoking note. Charlie and Emma face a choice: to let their love be consumed by doubt or to accept one another, flaws and all. Borgli doesn't give easy answers, but he leaves the audience with a powerful meditation on intimacy, trust, and human complexity. True love, the film suggests, is not the absence of secrets, it's the radical acceptance of the person behind them. Beyond the personal story, the drama comments on broader societal themes. Secrets, moral judgment, and social perception all collide here. Borgli asks, how much do we really know about those we love? And if we did, could we still stay? The film's European perspective, paired with the American setting, gives a subtle commentary on cultural approaches to morality, guilt, and forgiveness. Even the supporting characters, Mike, Rachel, and others, serve as mirrors, reflecting our own biases and judgments. In the end, the drama is more than a romantic story. It's a psychological, moral, and cultural exploration wrapped in the guise of a dark comedy. Borgli challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths, empathize with flawed humans, and consider whether love can truly survive transparency. Zendaya and Pattinson give career-defining performances, making every moment of tension, doubt, and tenderness feel lived in and real. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the drama, hit that like button, subscribe for more movie breakdowns, and let us know in the comments, could you forgive Emma? Or would the past be too heavy? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other full story explanations for your favorite films.